Alright, I think we could start. There we go. I was like, man, where'd my YouTube chat go? Try to at least somewhat monitor us. Now, thought I'd do some Turkey Day streaming. Start off with Endless Alice. Get this. There we go. Which, if I were to explain this game, it is effectively Gunfire Reborn meets Risk of Rain 2. Because, and admittedly, there's the Gunfire Reborn elements are definitely a lot more limited. The most that it shares with it is that it basically is just Risk of Rain 2 at the base. But in addition to the... Oh man, I already forgot the controls for this character. Here we go. They basically just have Risk of Rain 2 controls in a lot of cases. And then, especially with the item system, because it's very much the make money, open chest, make more money, open more chests, go to next thing. Time is constantly ticking up to make the game more difficult, things like that. So to a very base level, it's very Risk of Rain 2. But in addition to that, you have character talents. So while you're going, you get a number of choices that'll give you various talents that modify your, skills. And then you also have a main menu, like, talent tree, like Gunfire. And once again, just like in Gunfire's case, I will use talent tree very loosely because that would imply that you're not just picking up everything. And, well, you very much are, just like Gunfire. In which there's a generic tree, and then, the character-specific one. But yeah, this is a game that kind of, like, fell under the radar, and I think as I understand it, it basically released, got very little press, and the devs kind of tried to retool some stuff, reduce the price, and then basically decided that, they could sell the base. Oh, I don't even have a missile type item. It does nothing for me. I think they tried to make it cheaper, and then basically went for, well, what if we just sold skins to, shore up development costs, and it's not the worst method. I keep forgetting that this character, depending on which mode she's in, she's either has terrible mobility or, great. But it's basically one gives her like a real jump and the other one gives her a bunny hop. If anyone's familiar with the quail from Risk of Rain 2, that's effectively her default jumping mode. You know, this little sort of hop thing. You know, I forgot that her shift skill is an attack. For everyone else, it's like a special ability, but it's usually like half mobility. The thing that's concerning me is I haven't found any of the, like, level up stations. I was gonna talk about one of those tonight. Can't find one. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't call this game, like, 100% finished. I think it could use a little more stuff, but it is an early access game. At least if I remember correctly. So, but, you know, for an early access title, it's doing pretty well for itself. I mean, despite the name being Endless Alice, I think, like, one of the big things I'm kind of waiting for is the game to actually get, like, you know, an end boss. Because right now, the entire game basically is just endless mode. And, oh, what a hell of a configuration. So, alright. So, funny enough, the game gets easier in single player, because if you're in multiplayer, you actually have to, like, choose the shit not on the fly. Man, these all kind of suck. Alright. Press Q. X. But, oh boy. Right, first of all, just make a little fix here. Huh. Oh, that's on Kick's chat. Okay, let's then we're gonna delete that. Yeah. There we go. But ground suppression. Man. I don't like the upgrades on this character that much, just because I don't know. It's just the problem is her upgrades are all like, depending on which mode she's in, she gets different stuff, which just means she has more upgrades. But it'll put this here because it's like it takes up they put the tags here based on the slot. But you can look at the text, it's like, oh, this is her laughing cat, this is her laughing cat, but this one's Reinhardt's verdict. Like, well, this doesn't really like help me. Oh boy. But big difference that this game also has is that the game has a stagger meter. And I'm very torn on the whole stagger meter thing. Like, it's becoming a very common thing in games, but if I had to give it anything, I would say that it's better than what it's been. I'm very much, like, not as interested in the mechanic when it's a requirement to even play. Like, it just becomes like, oh, you get this very, very, very tiny window to actually deal damage, and the rest of the fight is just a slog. Like, I think when Sekiro did it, it was a lot better just because, like, you just kind of one-tap the enemy, or, you know, in the case of a lot of the bosses, like, you just did the big attack and called it good. Like, you weren't really whittling them down, per se, because it was just number of count of hits. Man, refresh. So, a big thing that's different on here is that, as you can see, this has a little, like, safe room lobby between. So, basically, clearly someone's decided to take the, you know, the shop area from Risk of Rain and went, oh, well, what if we just added it as a default thing? And yeah, I'm gonna buy that. Yeah, I'm on ice. But yeah, I enjoy this because it's helpful. The other nice thing is that if you're playing a multiplayer, you can drop items for your allies, and you actually have a cap on how many you're allowed to per safe room. But it's nice because it means that, like, hey, you're playing a character that wants to focus on a specific type of items, and you get something that's not very good for what you're doing, you just throw it to your ally, which, once again, it very much improves on the, you know, Risk of Rain style gameplay, because that was always a big gripe with Risk of Rain, is that you're very much, like, almost in competition with your allies, because you can't really, like, pick up anything. Ooh. That's pretty going. Yeah, you're almost at like odds with your own party half the time, like, 'cause, you know, you have to go out, you have to get these chests, but the chests don't, like, spawn incredibly consistently. The best way I could put it is, like, you all go to different corners of the map, but all the chests can be condensed in one area. So while you're there looking for stuff, the other guy's already picked up, like, 5 chests. And you can't even, like, fault them for it, because they don't know what the hell the rest of the map looks like. You all split up and went in different directions. So, I think inherently the game just doesn't really work in multiplayer, but this one seems to try to fix that. Okay. And it's almost like, you know, getting ice skates was a bad idea. But no, I think this style works a lot better because it also makes the individual characters feel a lot more there. Because it's one of those things where in Risk of Rain, your base character only mattered up to a certain point. And, like, it was only the characters that had, like, a really unique style that actually, like, mattered. Like, the, what was it? Like, the engineer, for example. Like, he would be a good example of, like, a unique one, because it's like, okay, well, his style is gonna, like, very much benefit you for picking up, you know, certain types of items. But not every character has that sort of interaction. A lot of them are just like, yeah, we'll just all go for the same items. So I think this, you know, adds in more individual character mechanics, rather than just being, you know, various, like, you know, various, like, flavors of gun, effectively. Okay. I made all my money back. There we go. I was like, there's gotta be one more. I guess extra missiles? That said, there's way too many pun-related items. There we go. And red heart, for every 3 explosion, 1 extra. I mean, there you go, that one. I feel like that's like the closest thing this game has to a boss is that guy, and he's not much of one. He's really annoying when you have to fight like 5 of them once, though. I feel like, you know, gauging something on its annoyingness level doesn't really make it a boss. If annoyingness just made something a boss, then I'm pretty sure, you know, you'd have to call every rat in Dark Souls a boss. Oh, already at the end. Obviously, I am. That one. I'm also more of a fan of the fact that the enemies in this, like, don't seem to have near perfect aim like the Risk of Rain ones do. Because that was always my biggest gripe, is that those stupid, like, wisps had near perfect tracking, so, like, dodging them was kind of fucking awful. And it just keeps spawning things that ain't worth a lot of money. It's always awful, because, like, you feel like you're wasting time, like, doing it, but you can't just sit, like, not pick up items, because, like, where your entire character comes from. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make today. I know it's supposed to be Thanksgiving, but like, yeah. Not really. I didn't really bother with Thanksgiving because, oh, that's kind of a thing that you do with your family. And anyways, it's I only got really one living family member in there, and I visit them on Christmas, so I really had the ability to visit them at this time. And my roommate is out visiting his family, so instead I don't really bother because I don't like it's a weird thing, but I don't really like cooking for just myself. So like the moment it's just me, I stop caring. Like if I'm cooking for more, multiple people, then I'm really like, oh, okay, well, I'll like actually try. But no, it's for myself. I'm just like, get something easy, throw it in the oven, call it good. Okay. That had to have gotten me enough, extra jump count? I guess it does matter. I wasn't sure, or more, I couldn't remember how her jump interacted with that. You know how little that matters for me? Gave me an extra use of my switch skill. Barely even switched to begin with. Yeah, let's just start this. Okay. I mean, I guess that one. It feels very middle of the road on its usefulness, because it's like I understand, but do I really care about item trigger rate for those? Ah, well, I gotta get some lucky cards. Thorny Vine can go. Energy converter can go. The rest of these are kind of good for me, so I probably shouldn't. Context, the lucky card is the triple shot shop has a chance to be reused. Yeah, instead of there being an item that lets you purchase all three as a, like, use slot item. I'm never going to get to use the, get rid of this. Like, I just want to use this green scrap, but it's not giving me any green scrap items. Instantly kills non-bosses below 8%. That's such a small window. I feel like I don't even care. Those are my Q. I always forget once in a while which one does what. Because there's like primary attack and then there's primary skill. It's secondary attack and secondary skill. I think the right click is supposed to be secondary attack, but it's like Q or no, because R is ultimate. What does that even do for me? I'm a little confused. That gives me... Here, I'll take that one. Like, it increases attack range, so, like... Look, that item seems a lot more useful in the hands of a melee character. I'm not really sure what it does with a gun. It doesn't seem to have really a fall-off. I will say, you know, I'm glad, like, I don't care about a lot of, you know, bugs in games and stuff. It was really funny. They fixed it now, but I remember when I first picked this game up, they had apparently just updated it, and it introduced a fun little multiplayer bug where every time you started a run, you would spawn under the map, infinitely falling. And the game does have an unstuck button, but if you used it too early, it would just put you back under the ground. And I just thought that was funny, where it's like, man, like, I feel bad for them in the fact that, like, had it been anyone else, that's a point where a lot of people would have just refunded. It doesn't really set a good expectation, you know, when that stuff happens, and it happens, it's whatever, but I mean, might as well. Boy, gasoline. I'll go with the solid fuel. I mean, it's looking like that's it. I'm gonna double check over here. I haven't, yeah, I made the right choice. I haven't seen one of those, like, push chests in a minute. Oh, they're so much more difficult when you have, you know, reduced friction on. Okay, I got the turtle shell. I wasn't really sure what item I got there. Oh, another level up. I missed the chest. There's an entire thing for, like, poison items in a poison build. But I feel like what they need is a poison character to not have that just feel like a... Come on. Come on. There we go. God, if I didn't know that that was just that gun going off, I think my character was making popcorn. Man, my ability to stagger is a little good right now. Well, I mean, I'm okay with that one. You know, ice plus ice is not a great combo for me. You know what? I forgot to make my Twitter post. No one really cares, but I mean, I still need to do it. There we go. You know what I got's working. No need to change it. We're almost at a point where my character is almost a perpetual motion machine on this. As long as there's something to fire at. Oh, also, you know, obligatory, I don't know why they have a fucking synthwave level, but here we are. I see this and it reminds me of a VR game I played once. And it was like some like jumping, or like it was more like almost like web slinging type game. And reminds me I haven't gotten to play my VR in a while. It's one of those things where like primarily shit happens and I just don't get to mess with it all the time, but oh right, I remember I was having issues with, I forgot, yeah, I never reinstalled the that's why I never reinstalled the software for it, because I thought that was causing issues for me, so I uninstalled it. Then it turned out that it was just that AMD's driver sucks so much that I had to just completely reinstall Windows. And at the same time, I put in my old NVIDIA card, because holy crap. Combat. Okay. I was like, man, I don't even remember what that item does. Pick it up, but I don't like it. Or Red Heart Frederick missiles. Fire, random laughing cat missile at an enemy in range. Can inhabit other wakey. That's niche. Oh, I have to say that is how I've died in this game more times than not. Is I'll just be trying to read one of those stupid little laser guys get you. It's a different character I need to unlock skins for. No, I got her unlock skin. Let's do her. I mean, works out. Let's see if I can remember what any of her skills do. Okay, that's a line attack. And so R's probably rain of arrows, and this is a roll. Okay. No, it's not entirely a rain of arrows, but more of a fucking orbital laser cannon, but yeah, it's close enough. And sorry about that. The bot spammers are getting a little, or apparently have gotten worse in the last year that I've been since I've been out. And this character has a rough start. Like, she is very slow for her damage. I mean, I guess I'll take it. It's kind of random that you drop that out of nowhere. Okay, something good. It's all shit. Invincible for 0.25 seconds. That's kind of neat. And then need to find more level up things. Oh, jeez. I thought I started this too early, and apparently it's way more tired than I thought I'd be. Again, I didn't really sleep well. I finally decided to let the cats back in my room. So they spent the entire night fighting amongst each other. I need to read her abilities a little more closely. Right. Oh, that I forgot. Yeah. So one of the talent things is there's a chance that you're. Oh yeah, here's the pun. Lifesteal. It gives you extra max health. Thank you. But anyways, one of the talents is that you have a chance to reset any chest you open. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting blanking really hard right now as I'm making a lot of dead air, but I am brain no work good right now. I think when I'm done with this, I'll probably switch to something else, but I didn't decide what I want to stream. I'm somewhere between that, a chaos game, or was it Endless Chaos, or Infinite Chaos? I can't remember the name of the game, but it's, the new horror game. And it's either that, or... I don't lie, I kind of... this game's got me kind of thinking about, that, Turd Girls game again. That one's kind of fun. And I feel like that one's both good and terrible. Okay, are there enough of you fucking guys here? I look up and I was just like, that's an absurd number of lasers pointing at me. Hey, you know, maybe I should have paid attention to where the thing was. I didn't even hit any of them. Okay. I forgot that was a thing. Okay. Yeah. Launching a missile every 20 attacks. Ah, stretch. Aim count and increase trigger count. I don't remember. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one. Because it's for this. See, I'd be able to see there that, actually, skill list, here we go. Oh, hi, Mark. Mark for an enemy for 10 seconds, have a chance to summon a drone. Yeah. So when you mark an enemy, you have a chance to summon a drone. And then you can right-click to also forcibly summon one. But very quickly, this character's damage doesn't matter. It's that she wants to just summon more drones. So, this is one of the characters who you just want more attack speed, because more attack speed means summoning more. Man, I kind of forgot where I was. Like, it spawned me in a very weird spot for it to spawn me at night. I forgot where I was. Didn't help that, like, nothing was spawning and that one dude just sitting in the corner, like just chilling. And that's why he had to die. Duh. I miss my movement speed so badly already. I don't get a lot of lifesteal. It feels still stupid to say because it's not what it means. Alright, let's see. No. Just like doubles how many drones I get to have out. Okay, yeah. So now I have 2 baseline at all times. Oh, jeez. Lucky card. Yeah, I tend to like this game. It's just that, you know, I do think there needs to be kind of like more of a goal. I don't know how to phrase that. Like, I don't know. I guess, like, because Gunfire, you're kind of going for a boss, a stage, whatever. This one, it's just like you can just kind of keep going until you defeat a, you know, quote-unquote boss or an elite at the end, and then you just do it, and you just keep going. But you don't really have, like, big, like, checkpoints, I guess, comparatively. Kind of difficult to put it in there. It's... Because, like, I guess to be fair, like, even for Risk of Rain, like, you don't really have that until the very end. But right now, I don't think this game really has an end. It's just kind of whenever you decide to end the run. Like, there is a point where, like, when it starts looping, you can tell the game, okay, stop. And that's kind of how Risk of Rain was until they added a boss. And I'm still not sure if I really like that system to it. I kind of prefer the hilariously more linear system of just Risk or Gunfire. And I like just because, like, it's more interesting in that way, and the fact that, like, fighting a boss is not the end of the run. Fighting a boss could just be going further in the run. And, you know, in Gunfire's case, it's like, okay, well, you get to do more. It's like, okay, defeat this boss, go to the next stage. Defeat this boss, go to the next stage. It's like, okay, it feels better put together in those regards. Oh, that's pretty okay. Got a second shitty book. I may even remember I have that someday. I need to just rebind that key. Okay. I forgot that was a thing. Well, I guess if I attack the pierce enemies, I probably want to have it be able to mark more than one. I was wondering about the marking thing. I was like, that doesn't sound all that useful. Why would I care if I could mark more than one? I can only shoot one. Well, that's why. It's because your attacks can... eventually your attacks can pierce. I don't really care about that. Refresh this once. Okay, fine, we'll do it a second time. This all sucks. Take a turtle shell. Fuck it. Fuck it. Can I help you, Nimbus? Cat's gonna start eating me soon. Oh, he's getting hungry. He's gonna chew my legs off. I think that might be the weird thing about these games, is the fact that, like, I think the style of this is very weird, and the fact that, like, it feels very passive. What I mean is, you're kind of sitting there waiting for enemies to spawn, because you can't progress until you've killed enough. Or you can progress, but you're putting yourself at a massive disadvantage if you just immediately bum rush the thing, because the big thing is you go to the next stage, it kicks it up a difficulty level anyways. So saving time is useful, saving too much time, and you just are cutting yourself out of, base character power. And so it's always in a very weird spot on these where you wanna like be fast about this stuff, but then the game actively kind of goes, okay, but you need to just sit around and wait for enemies to spawn. And eventually that stops being a problem, but it's a very weird, like, early game problem. Oh god. You're start itching. Can't scratch it. Oh, that's I wanted to be up here anyways. I find it funny that she's actually smaller than the rest of the cast, to the point that, like, even the chests look tiny. Like, I'm gonna pick this up. Oh, that must be a really good item. No, that's a basic chest. Check up here. Aha! I was correct. Ish. I don't really care about any of these, but I guess we'll take that one. It's kind of rude of him to snipe me out of the air like that. And I missed. What's... okay. Man, what's giving me all the movement speed? Ooh, I used it in my right click. Get that? 3 uses of my right click. Yeah, I think that's enough. Oh wait, where's that? That could be useful. Dead. I don't have enough in the way of HP restoration stuff to make that useful. That doesn't help if I'm constantly walking on fire. Nope. I don't get shit. Oh yeah, my favorite. Wait, no, the other thing. Fucking hate fighting with duels. Okay, at least I'm killing him at a halfway decent rate. Projectile interception limit. I forget that was even a thing. Okay. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Well, also, it's the lightning version of the fire guy. The dual fire guys get kind of annoying because they start just eventually covering the field in BS. I don't care about getting rid of. Yeah, I think getting rid of all the stuff for killing nearby enemies is probably more useful. Oh, let's refresh it. Good shit. It's all shit. Mr. Bomb. Okay. Take more attack range. Or that's just kind of becoming more of a laser arrow. Oh, there it is. I was like, I swear I was being attacked by an invisible enemy here. And come on. There we go. It wasn't worth it. I don't think I ran into any of those in the last one. Oh, I missed. Thankfully, it only shattered all of my bones. Yeah, let's go to move speed. That probably wasn't the most optimal choice, but... Come on. There we go. Honestly, I'm getting kind of the itch to play some more Gunfire right now. I might do that, then when it gets a little bit later. Think about doing some of the horror game. It's early in the day for it. Too bright. That was a pretty good amount of shit over here. Any cost. Now, every time I play a roguelite anymore, I'm always reminded of the fact that I really need to go back and play Binding of Isaac. Because I had 100% the original game, and then they re-released it. And I had so little give a fuck by that point that I just never... I was like, oh, okay, well, I just have to redo everything I already did. But anyways, it's been a very long time, and I... Like, the amount of shit that I just haven't done in those games is a little silly. Several DLC released, they added a multiplayer mode, and I'm still just like, yep. This is a thing. Oh, yeah, there's like no item grinders for the green items. Can't tell. I think it's over that way. Oh, shit. My hopes up. I hear something drop. I think it's gonna be good. It's shit. It's all shit. Ooh. Nope. Give it to me. I need the loot. It was all worth it. Except, you know, I don't really give a shit about. I guess okay, so I accidentally went the right way. It's so infrequently these actual boss arenas. They had to put a teleporter at a different point that just forces you into the boss arena. Rarely do you have to actually go out of your way to get up here. It's just kind of an inconsistency issue. Come on. Up, up. He's about to start doing some really bullshit stuff. I can see that. Guess I'll just get that out of the way. Guess we'll get that out of the way, too. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'll try some shit for some attack speed. Let's just do that. One, two, and a three. Nope. It's all shit. It's very funny because you're like sitting here playing this game, like, oh, it's kind of weird. It's got like this sort of like, now, like Eastern vibe, but just tech stuff. Like you'd almost put like a cyberpunky sort of thing to it. Okay, fine. It kind of works. And then you're just suddenly like, oh, excuse me. Suddenly you're just like, yeah. By the way, synthwave. What? That's a bit of an aesthetic change. For some reason, you know, marble statues are on their way to punch you out. And I mean, I guess the... I think the Endless Alice thing, especially being that the main character of Alice, the one with the gun I was playing earlier, her whole thematics is Alice in Wonderland type stuff, so maybe that's supposed to be the thematics behind it, is it's supposed to be, you know, Wonderland shit, so it's not supposed to make sense, but I don't know, it's just very kind of like, very much like a, well, you had a theme and then you kind of just veered away from it. I realize it's kind of difficult for this character to like get into an out of combat state just because of their drones. Which I guess means that, you know, at least she's got an item type she doesn't really care about, so you can easily start shredding those. I think I saw something. Or it was the railing. Let's see. Oh, it was right here. Okay. Getting that up. And I feel like this character's shift skill is very there. I guess the main reason you're supposed to get it is just to have, like, you get the upgrade, now it basically has iframes. Oh, it's a little more max health. Or I could buy the whole damn thing. Considering I have one card, that's a pretty fucking good luck. Yeah, considering I've had like 6 cards and I don't get that to proc once. And, I don't really want that way. So these sudden jumps and movement speed to drive me nuts. Very shit here. And level up. I mean, I was just talking about it. Dang. This is reasonable. The ball. Oh. And I'm running out of things I give a shit about. Shield up COD 360 plugin. On chance restore energy. Whatever. I mean... might as well. I mean, it's right there. Ugh, jeez. I'm all yawns. Got some caffeine in me. It ain't working. It ain't doing shit. Just hyper tired. I got one more stage. No, 2 more stages after this one, and then the run's basically over. I mean, A discount card. I'm too poor for a discount. There we go. Well, this character is probably the closest thing to like an engineer character. Because she's very much like a drone type character, but her drones are a proc, which in itself is, you know, kind of funny because it means that it has theoretically infinite scalability. Because as long as you attack faster, you can proc more. Oh, this one's great. I don't need to attack anymore. Just auto fires missiles as I run. Really hitting peak optimal passive gameplay. Really, at this point, just need to, you know, they just need an item that makes it so your character just walks over and does the boss battle for you. Just let go of the keyboard. You don't gotta do shit. Obviously, this item is best with that other one that gives you one missile, but you're kind of banking on 2 legendaries at that point, and it's not that there's not a lot of them. It's just that, you know, I don't get a ton of them throughout a run. Level up. That was close. I was just threw myself into the abyss. Doesn't kill you, but, you know, doesn't feel good either. I mean, it's not the worst. I feel like if you're that worried about negative effects, you're probably already dead. Like, for a legendary item that falls very extremely under a nice to have, not... Yeah, I got so many explosions on kill that, like, just kind of chain reaction everything to a very humorous degree. Yeah, I guess. past that one. Oh boy, I could get a scouter. You know, it was a random thought I had the other day, but it's kind of weird that the scouter was such a, like, popular and, like, just, like, it was such a, just, staple weeb thing. Like, people would put, like, scouters on their characters a lot. They'd, you know, it's a really popular, like, accessory. And it's just such a big thing for Dragon Ball Z. And it's hilarious when you really think about it that, like, not only was it, like, not a very big part of the show, like, it was there for basically 2 arcs, barely, but, like, it was actually a sign, like, in that show's context, it was effectively a sign that you were kind of shit. Because, like, immediately every other character figured out how to, that was, like, actually decent at stuff, figured out how to just, you know, sense ki and stuff like that. But, like, half the point of it, too, is that power levels were just kind of nonsense. Because, you know, they didn't give a very accurate reading. Even better so with the fact that, like, it was effectively a device that could blow up if it just got too big of a number. Like... But nobody really cared about that context. They're just like, man, that looks cool. And I mean, can't really fault it. I have, like, threaded the needle on getting anything that's actually related to anything except for drones and left click. Durable things, or otherwise they had a shield or something, but that was a weird one. Upside, I got enough stuff. I think I can just bolt on through and not even actually focus on killing anything. What do you want, kitty cat? Do I either want attention or food? Or both? Probably both. Nah, it's just probably food. Yes, can I help you? I got a kitty cat here, and she's very quiet. Her meows are barely audible. So anytime I look over, she's she's making the motions like she's meowing, despite the fact you can't hear anything. So I figure at this point she's gonna learn how to be a loud cat, just like every other cat. I've kind of unintentionally taught my roommate's cat how to basically meow as loud as he can. And that was mostly because, like, he'd start meowing, and then we'd meow back at him, but louder. Just as a joke. And I think we unintentionally taught him that's just how you communicate. It's just to keep raising the volume. I mean, I don't mind it too much because I'm one of those people that doesn't really care if, like cats meowing a bunch, dogs barking a bunch. Like, it's usually not that big of a deal, but I know there's some people that just fucking despise that. There ain't shit over here. So the problem is I woke up too late, and so I missed their breakfast hour, so they got a late breakfast. And so now they have breakfast, and now they're expecting lunch. Like, not that much longer later. I'm legitimately getting second breakfast by the cat. We had breakfast, but what about second breakfast? Or 11sies? This is a reasonable amount of shooting for a bow. Damn, I have to pick up something else. Ah. Alright. After this run, I guess I will swap games and use that as an opportunity to feed the cats, because otherwise they're going to start chewing on me. And I mean that only slightly jokingly. Completely missed. Button a little too quickly there. Destroy the vault. Hey, but there's nothing to kill. I move so goddamn slow. Holy shit. Yeah, Nimbus is now here to protest his, his forced, fasting. By that I mean he's rubbing up against me, but, he doesn't really do that unless he actively wants something. Because he's an asshole. It's kind of funny that I don't really care about levels anymore. Or I should say talents, because you technically have a separate leveling system in here, like Risk of Rain, where it's just number go higher, numbers get higher. But for the most part, it doesn't really fucking matter. Like, I saw a chest down here. Jump. A little hectic. I mean, I say that as if I'm actually paying attention to anything happening right now, though. Hi, kitty cat. Hi, other kitty cat. Hi, other kitty cat. Oh my goodness, they're all starving. They're not gonna make it. Yeah, so this is right now. This is where it ends. You could just end the run here, and that's considered the end of a run. Which I'm ending it because that's a completion for an insane difficulty run, which unlocks a new skin. See, now she's blue. Dabba dee dabba da. And we're gonna just swap games real fast. Yeah, we're all the way up there, so we have to get the mid-season update and new stage of Act 1. That'll be interesting. What do I want to play? Again, I haven't played him in a minute. Alright, so I'm gonna use this opportunity, and let me change stream stuff. Alright, got myself a pretty complex spread here of Turkey Day stuff. Like, I got a pretzel bread bun with smoked Gouda, ham. It's a ham sandwich. Yeah, so they buffed the shit out of this character. They buffed the shit out of this character because now he has this whole key system. So now, for every point of key he has, he gets a level. Every time you shoot, you lose a key. Meaning he is one of the few characters that make a low rate of fire weapons pretty fucking good. And you use your Q to restore that, but eventually you never have to look at your Q. And, how about you, but a plus 12 weapon on floor one's pretty fucking good. Like, his E used to be a really, really good thing to build around. And it's not like it got worse, it's just that this is so much better that being damn near a pure weapon build is better. Yeah. An extra weapon per 2 stacks. So instead of a plus 12 weapon... Oh. I'm not maxed out right now, but it's going to be a plus 18 weapon, right? Right, if I'm above half, I'm considered to be full. That's right. So yeah, plus 18 was correct. Too many of these immortal fuckers. Ah, that's pretty fucking good. Is that what I already have? Yeah. It's a pretty okay upgrade then. Oh, it's close. I got stuck in a bit of an animation there, so I was like, oh, I can't shoot. Oh, God. I kind of wish there was a mode that lets you just kill the shopkeeper by accident. I don't really care about that. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it. Seems like that's all of them. Yeah, I'll grab a pupil. This character is very weird in the fact that, like, they made his Q even more kind of disconnected from his kit. Because, like, before you would just do an E build and call it good. And the Q build didn't really matter. They made the key points, like, a thing, and it's tied to the Q, so it makes the whole weapon enhancement stuff better. But I don't really give a shit about the Q anyways, because once again, it's skill damage, and this character's all about weapon damage. Even his E is a weapon damage. Alright, we'll save that for the end. Sorry if I'm not speaking too much here. I'm kind of munching on my breakfast? Breakfast, lunch, dinner thing. God damn, I shredded him. God, I forgot it'll Gemini at this point. Oh, that was a waste. I probably should have picked up one of those, but... Almost done eating my food. God damn. Get away from me. Ah. God, I hate those. I hate those so much. If you don't have enough movement speed, you're kind of just fucked. I have so little opportunity to hit this guy. Like, really, is that this is all I get? Like, this is gonna take fucking forever. It's not even consistent if I can hit behind that shield. Like, he's huffing this fucking rock here. I don't even get the opportunity because the most consistent Sonic can hit a problem is when I'm strafing to the left. They're not really in any danger, he's just fucking tedious. Holy shit. Oh, thank fuck. Has I got anything good? Rate of fire, projectile speed, lucky shot chance. I mean, it's not great. It's not terrible. Hi there, Love's Fate. Is there anything I want to upgrade? Random curse scroll it is. I should upgrade something. It was awful. Hey there, Mary Watson. Doing all right. Just relaxing with the some time off. It's a Gunfire. It's doesn't do too bad. Okay, I got this done. Yep, just played some Reincarnation 10 on this because haven't really done too much of the newest difficulty solo, so mostly just play with friends. So have an itch to play this, and then probably swap to something a bit different later. There we go. I've been doing all right so far. Woke up a bit late because day off and all that, but been a pretty standard day up to this point. Ooh, I like extra descriptions. I can ask for a better Gemini roll. jumpy puzzle. And it's a bit of a choice. Let's do ammo belt. That's good to hear. Yeah, I check it once in a while, but obviously kind of hard to see what it looks like for other people. That was almost bad. Oh god. It's driving me nuts not having any movement speed increases. I'm in an absolute crawl right now. But... and I haven't used a golden bow in forever. This has been, fairly satisfying comparatively. Ooh. Yeah, damage is a bit low. There we go. I don't realize how much your damage relies on those key stacks until they're gone. Also helps if I actually hit them. Yeah, the PC's been pretty good. I thankfully upgraded my PC about a year ago. And thank God I convinced my roommate to upgrade his PC a few months back when they had a sale going on. Because I was like, man, you know, usually the Black Friday sales aren't really all that much better. Half the time, it's usually a bit of a scam. So I convinced him to pick it up, and man, I'm glad, because it's going to be a hot minute before prices come down. Well, and I actually have a dual streaming setup, so I have one computer set up for streaming and one computer set up for the actual, like, game. That's because I literally just took my old computer, slapped a capture card in it, and called it good. So when I built the new PC, the old PC just kind of got turned into the streaming PC. Because it's good enough. I mean, I guess I'll pick that up. Oh, I see. So how much... Yeah, about the same. Okay. Give me... Move it over so I can actually see the chat a little better. There we go. Now with the RAM price thing, I was almost tempted to upgrade again, but I didn't really want to spend that much money because, you know, a lot of the places that already have the parts on hand haven't really done that, and honestly, it's gonna hurt the hell out of a lot of PC building places for a bit. That said, I feel like a good chunk of it is, for the predictions for how long it's going to be, is a little overblown in a number of cases, because it makes the assumption that there's not going to be any new manufacturing that's going to come out of this. And more importantly, we're already starting to see it where they're going to use Google's AI chips instead of NVIDIA's in a few cases. Because the problem is that GPUs aren't actually that good. They're the easiest to program for, and they were the ones that were using it, but their power consumption's so absolutely terrible for AI that if anybody comes up with a more power saving use, then they're going to do that. Which means it's going to be really funny when kind of the boon for NVIDIA runs out, because they're already starting to burn bridges with manufacturers. And, well, NVIDIA kind of sucks, and I don't really care much on the whole AI part of it. It's just I just kind of always thought NVIDIA kind of sucked as a company. The problem is you're kind of glued to their video cards, because unfortunately AMD has not been doing much better. Oh wait, did I forget to... Oh, how long have you been here? I'll take a dash cooldown. Because I tried having an AMD card, and their drivers are not great. So... Nope. And... Nope. Okay. Let's buy another firepower upgrade. Just want some movement speed, game. Give me some movement speed. Stop jumping. Let's get like a pixel of his head for a split second. God. Hi, can I help you? I will definitely admit that this makes it way too easy to get crits. But unfortunately, the next best option was, you know, a shotgun before this, so... You know, I will upgrade that. Let's see. 1 recovery. I'll just get rid of that one. Fire, crit, multiplier, next shot. It drops for the current weapon with a crit. Crit on each crit up to 4 times. That's not the worst. Honestly, it's pretty fucking good. And I guess the, fire damage is okay, because at least allows me to utilize any of that. There they are. You know, I don't think I want to be in there anymore. There we go. Ah, God. There's an invisible guy there. Oh! No, that's a lot of lasers. Get the shit out of me. Oh, if I wasn't doing crits, this would be fucking amazing. Holy shit. I want these gloves so bad, but I can't. Why do those never drop when I'm doing a lucky shot build? I think that's everything here. Gotta be. So I think there's just a crossing right here, and that's it. Okay. So I like to hide people around this, so I just gotta do a sweep of the room after. I think this might be the strongest part about this weapon is just the fact that you're allowed to shoot through their shields. It doesn't matter if they have a shield. You hit the magical crit spot, therefore it counts. Absolutely no damage to these guys. If I didn't have the piercing bullet, I'd be a little sadder. Okay. Let's just get these going. And, just need that one. Sell. There really needs to just be a sell all button. Like, once your build's locked in, they should just give me the option to recycle everything on the map. Oh, pretty damn good weapons. That shame I've already decided on my build. Oh, yeah. Now I can't fall below 1 stack. Oh, I saw a dice peddler. There you is. No. Don't care. Shit. Explode. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna one-shot him. I thought you were stronger than this. Ooh, Abby normal speed. I do love me some Abby normal speed. There we go. That feels like actual movement speed for once. I got a terrible weapon for this boss. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna say no. That is not a bad set of damage. And dodge. God, hitting this guy is awful. There we go. Up. And maybe not that way. Okay, that was relatively painless. Curiosity box. Speedy traveler. Legendary inscription. Well, what did I get? Lucky shot chance for 0.5 seconds. Lucky shot chance for each 0.5 seconds. Is it the next shot? Like, ooh, dual edge. Arrows deal additional AoE damage upon hitting an enemy. I mean, I'm already locked in, so like... No, but... It's a pretty fucking good effect. You know, we should buy a lucky shot. So let's get a critical hit. A lucky shot. Okay. I mean, that rolled like shit, but... I could just run multiple critical hits. Do that. Damage to player will cause them to lose 2% HP per second. Cannot be stacked. That's still pretty bad. Now... Merciless Strike it is. Mm-hmm. Convert drop copper to ammo. Reduced attack and... Options are shit. Inflict decay effect on the corresponding player but taking damage. Remove decay effect after dashing in 4 seconds. Deals 10% of total HP as damage to players on each attack. Oh, yeah, I'll just do that one. The assumption being that I won't be near enough to care. Lucky shot chance for each enemy killed in the entire run up to 10 stacks. Eye of Providence is a lot better early on. That's like what? Oh, it's already at 10 stacks. I mean, I'll take 100% lucky shot chance then. Because the numbers weren't silly enough yet. There can always be more silly. Why are the lanterns so beefy? You know, their durability is concerning. Given the fact that if they touch me, I'm dead. Okay, that might be the best Ghost Shock I have ever seen, and I'm still not going to use it. I don't think I've ever seen a Ghost Shock that good. And I still don't give a fuck. Like, wow, it shoots 2 projectiles, automatically targets the weak spot, and gets extra critical damage? Wow, that's amazing. Anyways, that weapon attacks way too goddamn slow. Like, in this situation, I can tap the weapon if I need to. And the reason that's important is because if I can tap it, I can do a quick shot and do what's needed. The other weapon is a slow weapon. I already have on the house. I don't have any normal insertions, so cheap upgrade it is. I'm having one of those moments where I can't remember if there was something behind me or not. I don't think there was, but I'm gonna look. No. I think I thought there was something up this way, because, you know, random map configurations and all that. Ah, so there was a vault. I just, you know, was, you know, like it was going to be behind me. I am gonna die. Okay. That was that Kappa that was fucking me up. Primary skill cooldown. I mean, I can't fall without dying, so... Or more, without losing the run. One doesn't really have a problem. Curiosity box. Hey. Blessing in Disguise, Decay Driver. Ooh. Oh, that's a choice now. Fuck. Preemptive Strike. The magazine's always full. It's always 50% extra damage. Oh, but we're so close to the level where, like, Blessing in Disguise would be amazing. I'm missing. There we go. That damage numbers are getting a little goofy. What do you got? Didn't think I was already gonna be screwing that one up. It looks like he's coming at me with maracas. I know they're maces, but he just looks like he wants to party. I think this might be my new favorite weapon for this this challenge at the very least, the current season, because that shield that they get in front of them, you have to hit it once to get rid of it. And normally, unless you hit them with skill damage, you just have to get rid of that shield. You don't get to deal damage otherwise. But apparently the special effect on this weapon bypasses that. Can I fucking help you guys? Please explain to me how I failed that task. Wasn't that just not falling? pretty sure I didn't die. That would be kind of like, you know, the prerequisite to not falling. That don't seem right. That don't seem right at all. Like, I didn't die, so I can't have failed that task. I mean, it sucks, but it's not the worst challenge failure. Okay. Whatever. What the fuck do you mean that's the radius? That looked like most of the map. Oh god. Ooh, 4.4. Fine, I'll finish the goddamn room before I look at shit. Come on. Like, we have to, like, do things reasonably. 4.2, 4 times. 5. That puts me at 15 point, times multiplier. Pretty niche. Got everything right. That seems right. You know what? I haven't really explored this new zone yet. There could be a couple hidden spots, like inside of a building or some shit. Doesn't look like I get to go into any of the buildings. Well, I almost missed this guy, so I think I went back. Anything up here? Looking like a whole lot of no. How much did my damage at? 600,000. Sorry, 600 million. I'm gonna hit 1 billion before I even get to the last stages. There you are. What do you mean that little crab that made a shockwave like that? Well, that was neat. Oh, finally. But chance to not to refund the key is pretty good because I'm still burning through that shit pretty quick. Shot. Soul drain. Okay. Twist my arm, won't you? I'll hold on to that. It is funny how a lot of these enemies are just reskins from, you know, other things, but like, he's doing something of a twist on him. Like that guy, it's like, yeah, he's just the charging dude from, or the sharks are just the charging dudes from the desert stage. But at the very least, they're a little different because like they, you know, they could go underground. Like, you know, they're basically sand sharks. That's enough of you fuckers. Okay, there's just one guy left. More shit to sell? Alright, just doing a quick sweep of the upper area here. Doesn't seem like there's any hidden traders or anything like that. Okay. I always love the screen splashes for that, because like they show the bird with that, and his entire thing is shotguns. Otherwise, you're doing a kick or cleave build. Ow. All right, then. More upgrades. There we go. This level definitely makes you feel a lot more skillful than you really are. I don't know why playing these levels makes me think of Jak and Daxter. Even though it's like you do it on a much gloomier level, but like, I don't know, I just think of the early levels and on the beach. It's kind of where the similarities start and finish, but like, I don't know. It might be the art style too. That's sort of like, I don't know how to put it. That sort of like, you know, pixely, like they weren't trying to do that, it just console limitations, but still. Basically, you know, was trying to be silly, not realistic though. Cartoony, for lack of a better term. Exaggerated proportions on random stuff, that kind of thing. Man, that sucks. I was going real good too. Well, I had intended to stream a lot longer, but I feel like really goddamn sick. Like, I'm having trouble focusing on the screen, which is probably what didn't help there. I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it early on the stream. So, guess I will attempt to stream some more tomorrow? Question mark? Yeah, it was shorter stream than expected. Maybe if I'm feeling better tonight, I can come back and do some more, do that Total Chaos game that I was wanting to stream. But yeah, if I can't focus on the screen, it makes it very difficult. So I will